Okay, it's part two. We're at Joshua Tree. We're taking the road through here. I'm at Minerva Hoyt place here. Little turnout. Oh yeah, here's the birds. Yeah, they do have sheep. I would say like, you know what? I haven't seen a chuckawalla in forever. Gambel's quail. They got desert quail. Just saw a tortoise. Saw a tortoise right before the entrance. Kit fox. Yeah, the desert foxes. I'm looking for where we're at here. Okay, we're almost to the center of, wow, if you take it all the way down, you come out down to the 10. You can come in on the 10, which is the south entrance. Yucca Valley, where I came in on, Park Road, Parkford. Adobe Road comes in. That's where the park headquarters is. Looking for the, yeah, Park Boulevard. There's three ways you come in. Up to 10 the south. The west side's Joshua Tree, where I came in. I'm going to do the loop. Like I said, I got a bad foot, so I can't get out and hike. It's killing me. It's basically an auto tour. But I haven't been out here in a long time, so it's kind of cool to see get out here before it gets hot. I gotta make a left up here. We're kind of like in the middle of the national park now. And up here at Forks, you can go left, back. I'm doing a big loop from the west entrance over to the north entrance. Pull over to this guy, go away. There you go. You put your turns on, that lets me know what you're gonna do. Wet paint. Yeah, I'm heading for 29 Palms. It's a big loop. I went kind of southeast, and now I'm kind of hooking northeast. Worst thing you can have for a kid, a wet paint sign. You know what the kid's gonna do. It's like wet concrete. I'll let this guy go. Come on. There's some people, especially kids, got a wet paint sign, they gotta go over and make sure it's wet. I remember the old man yelling at me and my cousin. We had to make sure it was wet. We go over and stick our hand in it on the wall. I never walked through concrete though. I had a couple of friends that we drew our name in concrete. You know, you put your initials, take a stick and put your initials. Everybody does that when you sign it when you're done. Full. Yeah, see the campgrounds. You gotta get on them early. Ryan Campground here. Springtime, they said, is the most popular. Ryan Ranch Trail. There's a trail there. Oh, look at that big old rock. Big old rock sticking up. Look like somebody said up here, like, what do you call them, cairns? Those rock piles you see. I don't know. They were kind of cool at first, years ago, but now, like around my home where I walk, when I can walk, there's like one every block. It's getting to be where it's, I don't know. Some people were saying I'm always believe it, just leave it the way you saw it. You know, let the next person see what you saw. But some people want to put those up. Sometimes they use them as a fence post or a signpost. But the ones I'm seeing now they're just putting them up to put them on. They're putting flowers on top of them. And I don't know. Every once in a while, but around my house now and some of the trails I go on, like I said, you can't turn around without seeing one. It's nice. I got the windows down. It's 75. It's, but the windows down, it's perfect. See if there's anybody climbing on these. I can't remember the last time I saw a Chuckawalla. I used to see them out. Oh, where do we see Chuckawallas? Out by Amboy Crater? Out there? Mojave out, what's that road? You can cut from here over to Amboy. 62. Hall of Horrors. I gotta go in here. You gotta go see Hall of Horrors. You think there'd be some guys climbing on that rock? I don't see anybody. See that big rock there? That looks like a climbing rock there. I don't see anybody up there. But I'm sure they're taking a picture or something. Yeah, if you like pictures, this would be the... She's doing the sign, aren't they? You can't overnight. You got to be in the campgrounds here. There goes the paint crew. It's what is today? Wednesday? So I'm sure it's not as crowded as it would be on the weekends. I thought it would be more crowded. It doesn't seem that bad. These guys are all geared up. Looks like for a long. They got helmets. They're climbing. Those are climbers. Maybe a climbing club. Must be a place that's out of the way. Ryan Mountain. Oh yeah, right here. Oh yeah, look at these. This is where they're going. Oh, this is where that's right, the Stargates. If you want to see the Milky Way and meteor showers, this is the place. Bruce from the group, Bruce Herwig, I'm pretty sure this is where they come out here. You've probably seen his pictures of the Milky Way and look at those rocks. I don't see anybody up on them, but they look like climbing rocks. There's a cool one there. It looks like one just got stacked on top like a pillar. A couple of pillars, and then there's a rock laid across the top. Almost looks like somebody made that. Yeah, if you're into astronomy out here, because there's no light pollution, it's black out here. I mean black. So yeah, if you're in the stars, the moon, I think Bruce invited me, or I asked him if I could come with him. I need to tag along with them when they come out. Those guys are amazing with their photos. They got little trackers that, the telescopes that'll track it. They got little apps and stuff to show them. Pretty amazing stuff. The race car driver. Gotta find a way to get out of his way. There we go. Hold on, guy. gas. I don't remember seeing sheep up here, but campground is open. But I bet you this is sheep country. It'd be cool to see some bighorns. Got the binoculars and the long-range camera ready. What time did I start? I started about, it was after 9. This is probably going to take, let's see, it took about 45 minutes, half an hour to get to that halfway. So if you do the loop, because if you get out and look, take pictures, it's going to take a lot longer. Oh, there's a bighorn right there on that little sign. Yeah, this must be bighorn area. I don't remember seeing them out here. Look at that rock on the right. I don't know if you saw it. It's kind of perched on the very top. Trash here. You don't see much trash out here. That's cool. With a bag or something blowing up into that bush. But not much wind, which is good. Mile 11, so I've gone 11 miles, I guess, from the. Looking for quail or chuckers. I'm sure they got chuckers out here. In fact, look on that map. I didn't see chuckers. Chuckers are Hungarian partridge. They look like a bandit. They got that black stripe over their eyes, kind of like a raccoon. They look like bandits. They got, they're kind of gray with a little striping like bars on their chest. They're about the size of a pigeon. They're bigger than a quail. And they chuck, 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 chuck. When they call it, they chuck, 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 chuck. If you're hunting them when they run, what they do is that when you get up by them, they'll fly down to the bottom. I think I'm gonna look on this map. There's a chucker right here, and they laugh at you. Then they run back up the hill. You'll actually hear them laughing at you. And there's Campbell's quail. Yeah, completely different. Well, they got kestrels out here. Red tails. Yeah, common raven. Black-tailed checker. I haven't seen any jacks. Desert wood rat. I had some wood rats on my critter cam the other day. I don't see chuckers, dude. Chuckers were introduced. They're not native. They were brought over from Hungary? I thought it was China. I thought it was Asia. Like ringneck pheasants, they were brought over. They're not native. What I was going to say about the crows was, the crows were always a urban bird, around cities, trash cans. In fact, they're always on my street in the morning. They're going after trash. You'll see what looks like somebody dumped out a trash can in the park. It's actually the crows getting in there, and they'll dig it all out for fast food. But that's what's bringing them to the desert. I watched a show on PBS, I think it was. Our highways into the desert is the fast food is moving into the desert, the crows have followed because they got the food. French fries, people throw it out or they get it out of the trash can dumpster, but they have the water from the irrigation. So the crows are moving into the desert, which I think they said they were competing with the ravens. But if they're just going after trash, wait, that may not have been true. I'm trying to remember what they said. But ravens are real bad they're real hard on the tortoises. They'll peck. The tortoise pulls in his arms and legs and head. But the ravens that got that long bill, they'll sit there and peck out the meat and kill the tortoise. I remember the biologist was telling us about how many they kill. But they don't want to get rid of the ravens. They don't want to. There's no hunting season on ravens. They're protected. Wait, they're not protected. They don't want to allow hunting of them. In some places, like 400 ligged, you could crow hunt in California in certain areas. They're considered a pest, and they get it on the crops when they're in 400 ligged. You can't hunt them because they use crows as early warning sentinels. Like if there's a biological agent or something in the air, birds are usually the first to. Oh, what was that? It looked like a rabbit, but I don't think it was. I thought I saw some ears. But the Army uses it so, in case somebody introduces a tortoise crossing right here, the Army uses it as early warning. That's why they don't want you shooting crows up there. What's that? West Nile virus? Remember, I don't know if you remember when they would tell you if you found crows dead in your yard to call the animal patrol, or it was the state health department. They would come out and they would pick up the crow and they would look at it, do a necropsy, necropsy, right? To see what killed it. I got 72 down the truck. I don't really trust that truck thermometer, but I got the windows on it. It's nice. Nice day for a drive. This should loop back to the north. I'll come out by Highway 62, cuts up from 10 to the north, goes up to the 40. Excuse me. You hit Morongo, then you hit Yucca Valley, then you hit Joshua Tree, and then 29 Palms is the next little town. Lots of Marines. In fact, the Marines have pushed west. They're trying to take that area up there by where we used to see the sheep, up there by Old Woman Springs Road, a lot of the off-highway area. The Marines want to take that. They do a lot of training with the track vehicles, tanks and track vehicles. They want more room to go crazy with their war games. It's kind of like Fort Irwin. Since we're doing a lot of fighting in the Middle East, the sandbox, as they call it. Here's Jumbo Rocks. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, big rocks. Jumbo, like in the drop zone. Jumbo Rocks Campground. It's so clean. It's just that one little bag, which probably blew out of somewhere and got hung up in the bushes. I wish I could. There's something. What is that? A crow or a raven? Yeah, raven. See what he's going after. He's on something. See him right there? He just picked up something. Let's see what he's eating. Hey. Oh, he's looking around. I think he thought he had something, but when he swooped, it wasn't. This is a cool looking rig. Looks like we're on a pop-up. Pop-up. I thought about getting one of those. I may end up with one of those because when you pop them down, there's the lower profile. I go a lot of places I can't have a full-size trailer. And that only adds about about a foot to your height. Skull. Oh, here it is, Skull Rock. That's right, Skull Rock. I remember this place. It does look like a skull. I can't turn in to see it though. But there's a little trail to go up. Make sure there's a cross in here. There it is right there. I wonder if I can get a picture. It's gonna be blocked right there. Can you see it from over here? Nope. Well, nope. Well, kinda. It does look like a skull too. I wonder if I can turn around here and you can see it. Let me flip up. Nobody's coming. Let me get a picture even. Let's see. How can I do this? I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's in between these. Let me get up here. I'm going to get a picture. If I turn a Yui here, nah, you're not going to be able to see it. Well, maybe I can back into this little spot right here. I'll do a turn right here. Okay, look in between. It's going to be back a ways. See that rock formation in front of us? Look to the big rocks with the holes in them to the left. As I turn, you can see it. See it up there? It looks like a skull tilted on its side. That's a cool place, especially for kids. And they get up there and look at it like, oh man, it's a skull. Looks like there might have been some water flowing off that rocks over there. There's like a waterfall almost looking thing. Yeah, they've had some water. It's been a pretty good year for rain. I haven't seen any blooms really. A lot of greasewood right here. If you've ridden desert, you know what greasewood is. Race it or rode dirt bikes. You should be getting back around. Live Oak, Split Rock. Yeah, there's so much to explore here. You can spend all day here and not even see half of it. You can spend a week here. I forget why we called it stump. We call it the stumps. If anybody talks about the stumps in the military, they're talking about 29 Palms, the Marine base. But I forget why they called it stumps. Maybe because of the. I remember asking. Maybe because the shots trees look like stumps when they're little. I don't know. You can tell somebody it's new because they'll call it 29 Palms. We were Air Force, so the Marines, they always gave us hell. We'd give it back to them. They were always real high-tight haircuts, and clean shaven. And when we were in the field, we were allowed to grow beards and run around in UDT shorts and PT t-shirts, and it just drove the Marines crazy. We'd go through the front gate, and they couldn't believe we were military. They call us Hollywood. Our Army guys called us Hollywood too. Hollywood usually means somebody that's profiling, always looking good. Because they were always muddy, and of course we were playing in the mud with them. But we'd show up on crew buses with our in-flight meal, and they'd been sitting on the ramp for 4 hours eating sea rations. And they'd ask us, they'd say, they were sleeping in the mud, and they would put us up in motels a lot of times. We had it pretty cush in some places. A lot of times we had to spend the night in the mud though. But they would say, "How was it, Air Force? Was it pretty? You have a good night?" We'd say, "Yeah." It was really bad. And they'd say, "What's the matter?" We'd say, "Oh, it was terrible." And we'd say, "Yeah, the ice machine broke on the second floor. We had to go down the first floor to get ice for a beer." And the Marines would just get so mad. The Army guys, that ain't funny. Palms, there we go. Ocotillo Patch, that'd probably be a cool place to go back down there. Yeah, there's all kinds of exhibits, little turnouts with little signs. Maybe come out here tonight for the sunset. The full moon too. I might come back. The moon over there. We might just come back for that. It was a full pink moon yesterday. Come out here and get it coming up over the... Oh, here's some bloom. That's the first bloom I've seen right here along this wash. Wonder what those are. They look kind of like a small daisy. They're really light yellow. They're not that deep yellow. Yeah, there's the Marine base out there. I remember that ridge. Jumbo DZ's way out there. They had another one. Oh, Desert Center. There was another drop zone. I never worked that one. Where Desert Center is, the town. I'm not sure where exactly. It's near Desert Center. It was called Desert Center Drop Zone. And usually on a landing zone or a drop zone, we would survey it for. It had to be like certified, so you could do drops there. So every, God, I forget, 5-10 years, we would go recertify them. You would. Sometimes you took core samples of the of the ground to see how much weight it would hold. And then we didn't have GPS, and so we did everything with compass. And just you would remeasure everything, or just verify it. Because I don't think in training in peacetime you can't use it unless it's certified. Kind of for safety too. If there's any hazards like power lines for the parachutists, they would look for like power lines or stuff that could hurt the parachutists. Yeah, we're going downhill now. As I say, we must have went up. Yeah, we're up at 70 degrees. We must have went up in altitude because it got cooler, and now we're going downhill. See if I can stretch this into a two-parter. I'm at 31 minutes, so I may have to kill it. There's a guy coming with a trailer. I want to kind of get out of his way. We're headed down the mountain now. Let me see if I can find a turnout to let him go. I don't want to heat those brakes up. I'll stop it here. I want to